right, you guys. So now that we have done our combined like terms and we have done distributive property and kind of had a little bit of everything with that, we're going to go ahead and move on into 1.3, which is adding and subtracting linear expressions. So remember, expressions don't have an equal sign, so we're still kind of working with that. We're going to be doing a lot of the same thing that we've been talking about with combining like terms, looking at signs. And we're going to start with adding. So finding the sum means that we are actually going to be adding the two terms together, or the two expressions together, I should say. So when we're adding, we really just are combining like terms. You don't need to worry about the parentheses, okay? Because you're adding one to the other. So we could just take those out if it makes it more confusing, or you can leave them in and circle what goes together. So adding, just combine the terms, ignore parentheses. How about that? We'll put that in here, okay? So I have x and I have 3x, which gives me 4x. And then I have -2 and +8, which gives me +6. So it's a lot like what we've been doing with combining like terms, okay? Find the sum over here, same thing. So I have -4y, +11, which gives me 7y. And then +3 and -5, which gives me -2. Okay? Same thing here. -2x and +4x gives me 2x. +2, -7 is -5. Okay? Some of you might be feeling like this is even easier than the other one, which it kind of is. So we have 7y and 3y, which gives us 10y. And then -5 plus 8, which is +3. Okay, so adding expressions basically is the exact same thing that we have been doing. Okay, you are just simply combining like terms. All right, so here are 3 to try on your own. So go ahead and pause your video like we've been talking about, and then come back and see if you got your answers right. Okay. Okay, so 3x plus 2, -11n plus 10, and then the z's cancel out here, so you're left with -3. Hopefully you got those correct. Okay, so the big difference happens when we move into subtracting. Okay, notice the change that happens. All right, and here is what it is. If you have a negative sign that's in between those two parentheses, remember that that is like saying there is a -1 right here. And when we have a -1 on the outside of the parentheses, we have to distribute it to the inside. Now, if you remember, multiplying by -1 basically means that everything on the inside becomes its opposite. So the first set of parentheses, we don't change anything about. So it's still 5x plus 6. Just drop it straight down. Then these both become their opposite sign. So instead of -x, -1 times -1 is +1. So plus x. -1 times 6 is -6. So they become their opposite sign. Then we can combine like terms. So 5x plus x is 6x. +6 minus 6 is 0. So we don't have to write that down, and your answer is just 6x. Okay, so same thing over here. We don't touch the first one. It drops straight down. 7y plus 5. Distribute here, which is the negative. So we've got -8y plus 6. Now combine. 7 minus 8 is -1. 5 plus 6 is 11. Okay. Going down here, a couple more. All right. Oh, this is missing a parenthesis, it looks like. Sorry about that. So let's put that back in here. There's your parenthesis. Okay. So for this one, same thing. First set stays exactly the same. Second set, -1 is distributed. So -m becomes +m, +12 becomes -12, and we combine like terms. M and M makes 2m, -3 and -12 make -15. And there's your answer. Okay. One more here. So distributing outside first. So we've got -2c, and then -2 times 2.5 is -5. Then we've got to distribute again here. So -5 times 1.2 gives me -6c, and -5 times 4 gives me -20. Then combine like terms. -2 minus -6c is -8c. Then -5 minus 20 is -25. All right. Now, same thing. Pause and try them on your own, and then I will show you my answers when you're done. Okay? Okay. Hopefully you got those correct. And that is all for today, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions.